welcome to today's workout. So today I decided to go for a low impact workout. So for this, it's going to be a really basic workout, and then I'll show you a few ways that you can simplify each exercise, and then also to simply make each exercise more challenging. If you are more advanced, you can just add a weight. If you have a weight at home, you can hold them. So for each exercise, I will show you all three methods, and I will of course show you each exercise in the rest period before the next exercise. So the first exercise is going to be squats. So the three methods, obviously the harder method would be just holding a dumbbell and then squatting with the dumbbell. The intermediate will just be squats, and then after, the easier version will be have a chair behind you and squatting down to the chair and then coming back up, okay? So, we're going to get ready to go in 10 seconds, and we're going to start with our squats. I'm going to be doing the intermediate level throughout all of them, but I will obviously spend 5 seconds on each, just doing the harder version if you want. So, off we go, starting off 40 seconds of squats, okay? So just coming down. For this, you really want to focus getting as low as you can, feet hip width apart or just wider, keeping your core engaged as you're coming down. As I said, holding the weight, just hold it in front and come back up. And then equally, if you want to make it easier, just come down, have that box behind you to give you a little bit of guidance, but it'll stop you going too low. Okay? So 8 seconds left. 3, 2, and stopping there. Okay. Next up is our plank. So the main exercise is going to be coming down into a plank. An easier version is doing a plank raised up on a chair, and then the harder version will be up and down, plank ups. Okay? So pick whichever version you want. I'm just going to do the intermediate version today. So off we go. Down. For this, you really want to focus on putting your belly button into your spine. You want to squeeze your glutes. If you squeeze your glutes, it will help take the weight off your shoulders. Okay, and you don't want your bum in the air. If your bum's in the air, then focus on potentially raising it so that you can keep your body in a nice straight line. Okay, so, and then said harder, you're coming up and down throughout. Do your belly button pull into your spine. And stopping there. Okay. Next up, we have reverse lunges. So that's going to be stepping back, dropping the knee down, coming back. Okay. If you're a beginner, you're just going to do a split squat for 20 seconds on one side, and then we're going to swap over to the other side. And after you're more advanced, you can use weights. Okay. So off we go. So stepping back, dropping the knee down. You don't touch the floor. You want to make sure you're bending the back leg. If you're doing the split squats where you're just moving up and down in the same, I will tell you when you get halfway to swap sides. So you're going to come to halfway now to swap sides, to move up and down, and then obviously if you're more advanced, just hold your dumbbells and step back like so. 10 more seconds. Okay, keep going. And stopping there. Okay, next up we have push-ups. So for this, you're either going to do an incline push-up. Obviously you can have it higher again against the wall if you need it, or on the floor coming up and down. Obviously, off we go. A push-up is quite hard. If you struggle with a full push-up, you're better off doing it on an incline versus on your knees, because it will help teach you to use your whole body, okay? And if you struggle with full push-ups, but you can't do them, then just focus on lowering your body down to the ground and coming back up. So you're resetting at the bottom, but you're controlling your body down under load. Okay? 10 more seconds. And stopping there. Okay. Next up, we're going to do a single leg glute bridge. So if you're a beginner, you're just going to do a glute bridge for the first 40 seconds, and then the second 40 seconds, you're just going to go into a glute bridge hold. If you're intermediate, you'll do a single leg glute bridge on the floor. And off we go. If you're advanced, you can do your single leg glute bridge with your foot raised on the chair, okay? So we're doing this now for the full 40 seconds on this side, and then we're going to swap after the 20-second rest to the other side. So, if your leg's straight, the harder it will be. If your leg is bent, the easier it will be, okay? For this, you can add a weight if you really want to, or you can just hold the weight on your leg, like so. But this exercise is usually quite challenging on its own without adding a weight. We're almost there. Oh, we're there, sorry. Okay, take the 20 seconds, and then we're going to do the other side. Okay. I'm going to turn myself around, I'll stick to the floor one. So once again, if you were doing the beginner version, you're just going to come up and hold. So we're starting now. Your beginners, you're just going to hold. If you're more advanced, you're going to go into single leg hold, and then after, if you really want, you can do the raised single leg glute bridge. So we're halfway, okay? Keep going. You've got 10 more seconds. You're squeezing those glutes to the top, and you're getting your hips as high as you can. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. So the next exercise we're going to do is going to be shoulder taps. So for this, you want to keep your hips as still as possible, and your hands going to come tap your opposite shoulder. To make it easier, do it on a slight incline. To make it harder, you're going to come on all fours, lift up off your toes, and do the movement like so. Okay, so off we go. You're in the plank position, opposite hand to opposite shoulder, trying to keep your hips as still as possible. If you want to make it harder, you're on all fours, and this will just force your quads to be more engaged as well. This is called a Vsit shoulder tap. And then if you want to make it easier, obviously just have your hands raised to take a bit of pressure off your core. For this, you want to keep your hips still as possible, but you also do want to keep your core engaged. Keep going. 3, 2, off we go. Okay. Next up, we have lateral lunges. So beginners, you're just going to go into squats like so. Okay. Intermediates, you're going to come into a lateral lunge, getting as deep as you can. And then more advanced, you'll do the same thing, but holding a weight. So 3, 2, off we go. Okay. For this, you want to focus getting as deep as you can. If you're doing the Cossack squats, you can do them by the chair and just gently tap it so you know that you're getting deep enough, okay? 10 more seconds to go. 3, 2, and stopping there. Okay. Next up is tricep dips. So you've got two versions here. One, either legs bent or legs straight. Okay? The straighter your legs are, the harder it is. And those are your two levels, basically. Okay, so we're going to go in 3, 2, 1, off we go. So, really focusing on bending at the elbows, dropping yourself down as low as you can, and then driving back. Okay, you're halfway through. If you need to bend your legs halfway through to take off a bit more weight because it's getting challenging, please do. I'd rather you do it with really good form than allow the form to break down. Okay, if you want to keep that full depth. 3, 2, 1, and stop in there. Okay, last but not least, we have our Vsit. Okay, so for your beginners, you're going to have your hands down, and you're just going to try and hold as as long as you can, okay? If you struggle, put your heels down. Then for intermediate, we're just going to go into a V-sit, and then for more advanced, you're going to come into a V crunch. Okay, so 3, 2, off we go. So just holding. First, you're going to focus on pulling your belly button into your spine, keeping everything engaged. As I said, if you want, you can put your hands down for balance, but don't put your hands down like so that you're like taking all the weight off your core. Okay, and equally you can kind of gently put your heels down if you want, but once again it's for balance, not to take the weight off the core. And then obviously once again, if you are more advanced, you can come back and forth like so. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. And stopping there. And there you go. A very simple, no impact workout that hopefully everyone can do in some variation.